Desti here with Meggy. Hello. And yeah, SG4 is long gone, but hey, we're still around. Yeah. Anyway, this is Death Battle number 99 according to Luke. We have Nightwing versus Daredevil. Correct. And also, I will definitely show you a little something at the end because I'm nice. Okay then. Okay. Anyway, because there's a little something special for reaching the 100th episode. And this battle has a bit of something unique as well. Something that's never happened in Death Battle. Okay.
In a world where superhumans can fly through the sky or lift buildings over their head, it takes a lot more than a pair of tights for a mere mortal to stand out from the crowd. But these guys have it covered. Nightwing, the original protege of Batman. And Daredevil, Marvel's man without fear. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick. And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Wait, is that live action? It is a live action battle, yes. This, Death Battle's first live action.
Are all but dead. And good riddance, because the world doesn't need any more clowns. Yet in its heyday, few performances could top the trapeze mastery of the Flying Graysons. Well, until a mobster cut their cord on life short. Literally. But they had a son, young yet just as talented as them.
That was Dick Grayson.
Orphaned and alone, all seemed hopeless for Dick Grayson. Until he scored the coolest foster dad in the freaking universe, the goddamn Batman. And under the Cape Crusader, Dick wasn't just a son, he was a sidekick, a superhero. He was Robin. Until he wasn't. You got knocked the out!
Damn!
Spent many years kicking bad
Why did he
guys around
tell
the back alleys of Gotham City with his new dad.
He was the first.
Who could forget the
He was the first Robin.
Under a truck, or when he whipped out that shark repellent. Never leave home without it, kids. But then Batman suddenly realized, you know what? Bringing kids into battle is actually a bad idea.
Yeah.
So he fired him, and then promptly forgot this little revelation. Holy
with Jason Todd. Great idea.
I mean, come on. The kid didn't even have a proper pair of pants. What's your problem, Bruce? Whoa! The mouth on this one.
Okay.
Actually, it was for the best, though not in the way Batman hoped. Inspired by a story of an ancient Kryptonian superhero, Dick took to the streets by himself with a brand new uniform and a brand new name.
That being Nightwing.
From then on, he would be known as Nightwing.
And so, the kid is new.
Gotta hand it to Bats. He sure knows how to mold a kid into a criminal-crushing machine with expertise in taekwondo, ninjutsu, aikido, and a bunch of other styles. Nightwing is one of the finest martial artists in comic book history. No doubt helped by his world-class acrobatic skills. He is one of only 3 people on Earth who are capable of performing a quadruple flip. And between the fancy schooling he got at Hudson U and being a founding member of the Teen Titans, he's got brains and brawn, plus a whole lot of weapons. Nightwing's suit is lightweight, bulletproof, and makes virtually no sound when moving. The blue colors even turn black while in the dark. His mask features a holographic UI, complete with night vision and a spectral analyzer. He's rocking utility belts on his wrists and ankles full of lockpicks, smoke pellets, and staples that are so strong they can support...
By the way, I will probably have to give you what the next hour is, even though it was already done. Just to Oh, okay. Yeah, you can do that. That will tell you what the 100th battle is.
The standard wingdings are extremely sharp, but he also carries dulled, ultrasonic, and explosive.
His version of battle.
Let's get to the good stuff. Like his 2 screaming sticks. Eskrima sticks. That are great for beating the shit out of people. And helping police shout when they find out Nightwing has wired them with 50,000-volt tasers. Despite their falling out, Nightwing clearly remains inspired by the gadgets and skills of his baddie mentor. And he's put them to good use. He's strong enough to punch people through solid walls.
Well, I got Jason Todd, who was the other one, and Deathstroke. Todd will be a combatant later on.
And while breaking a car window doesn't sound impressive,
yeah, he's someone else, but I ain't saying it yet. Okay.
To pull this off, he needed to impact the glass with over 24,000 pounds per square inch. He's quick enough to dodge point-blank gunfire, skilled enough to leap through the city while blindfolded, and tough enough to survive falling off a building. Generally, any unsafe landing over 21 feet is guaranteed to break bone. And Nightwing dropped
does
140 feet onto his butt, and he was fine. And we
That's
a broken tailbone.
Sucks.
Yeah,
At
that's a
one point,
broken
Nightwing
tailbone.
spent 96 hours patrolling city streets looking for the criminal mastermind Two-Face, and an additional 5 or more hours collecting evidence. A 2010 study on
That
sleep
is
deprivation noted
not-
that 72
that's
hours
not
without
smart,
sleep leads
Dick.
to a number of horrendous
Yeah,
side
that is
effects,
not
including
smart.
hallucinations.
But when it was time to leap between blimps hundreds of feet in the air and give Two-Face the beatdown he deserved, you couldn't even tell Nightwing was in desperate need of a nap. And don't forget, he was trained by the #1 detective in the world.
Batman?
He's good enough to
Yes.
solve a kidnapping with a single look at the scene of a crime.
Even more impressive, he once performed a skydive at 930 miles per hour, which took all of 15 minutes. That puts his starting position
15
around
minutes.
25 miles
Interesting.
high and free
Yep,
falling
that's
faster than the
damn
speed of
good.
sound. For reference, real-life Austrian athlete Felix Baumgartner performed a similar great feat
okay.
from 24 miles up, hitting a maximum speed over 800 miles per hour. To pull this off, he needed a specialized suit to protect him from the extreme cold,
Interesting.
unfiltered sunlight, and lack of oxygen. One mistaken movement could have put him into a rapid spin, rendering him unconscious and causing his blood to boil.
And Nightwing just did it without any of that. Damn.
And he
He's certainly
survived.
tough, but he's had his fair share of
Yeah.
losses. His scarred body is proof of that.
And eventually,
Damn.
him and
Yeah.
Bats finally made up. He even took up the cowl himself when Batman was out for a while. Nightwing is one superhero.
Oh, we're
who
just gonna
always
list
come
him.
out on
We're just
top,
gonna list-
along
Sorry,
with
never
his
mind.
partners, Jim and Juan.
What?
I mean, it's right here in the intern's notes. Who's Jim and Juan?
Oh,
Oh.
that's the names these ladies gave his butt cheeks.
Oh,
Ew!
well,
What the
you can
hell?
argue with the ass on that dick.
Well, Dad, I guess I can.
I haven't used that name in a long time. Call me Nightwing.
That's Nightwing stuff.
Hand off your taxes to an expert in your neighborhood.
Okay. What about Daredevil?
Before he became the man without
He's
fear,
just a man
Matthew
in
Murdoch
that
was the
mess.
son of a professional boxer named Battling Jack.
Sounds like a badass.
Yeah.
But Jack actually
Thanks,
boxed
Jimmy.
because
Yeah.
it was the only thing he was good at. And he needed money to get his kid through school so that little Matt would have a better life than he did. Oh, what a
Oh,
good
yeah.
dad. He's punching people for his kid.
Matt still trained in secret with his father's exercise equipment, molding himself into a powerful fighter and an expert acrobat. This new athletic ability would come in handy
Yeah,
when he witnessed a
what?
blind man walking right in front of a speeding truck.
Feeling especially heroic that day, Matt dove in to push the guy to safety. But
He
the
did
truck
what?
crashed, sending some weird
not
dancing
work.
stuff flying all over Matt's face.
From that day forward, Matt was permanently blind.
Yikes.
Still, Matt
Not
did not give up
gay.
on the dream his father wanted. He earned his degree with flying colors and founded a law firm with his friend Foggy Nelson. Things were actually
It was
looking up
good.
for him.
Well, except for when his
It
dad
wasn't
was
quite
killed
that.
by a mobster
Yeah.
for ruining a rigged boxing match. Because you can't be a superhero unless you've lost your parents.
Matt was distraught. His world had come crashing down around him, and he couldn't even see it happen. But he could hear it, smell it, feel it.
Yeah, 'cause turns out that radioactive goop didn't just blind Matt, it gave him superpowers. So he dressed up like the devil himself and literally scared the mobster to death.
And so, Daredevil was born.
Daredevil. The man without fear. Yes.
Many blind people, particularly those born with it, experience a rewriting of the brain to heighten their other senses, somewhat making up for their lack of sight.
Something similar happened to Daredevil, except like 100 times greater.
His touch became so sensitive, he can tell when a
Yes.
person is close to him simply from the disturbance in the air. His ears can pick up the faintest of sounds, from the slightest movement of an enemy to the rising heartbeat of someone who's lying.
What?
His taste can detect
What?
each
Damn.
separate ingredient in any recipe, including poisons, and his nose can track you down like a bloodhound.
Who needs eyes
Wow,
when you can
this
sense
goes on.
everything around you to the
Not
smallest detail?
even I could have that
He
sense.
couldn't use his blind powers as well as he does without the training under a super secret warrior named Stick. No relation.
With Stick's help, Matt mastered several fighting
Stick.
styles, including ninjutsu,
Dude, come
Krav
on!
Maga, and kung
Shut
fu.
up.
And get
Sorry.
this, Stick had basically the same blind powers as Daredevil.
Whoa. Silk sheets.
Thanks to him,
Silk
Matt learned how to
sheets.
hone his
Nice.
senses to know and maneuver through his surroundings even better than those with working eyes. He also learned how to tap into something called an atom-induced radar sense.
Atom-induced
thing that bats do
radar
when they
sense.
bounce sound around to see in the dark or whatever?
Sort of. That's sonar, or echolocation, and he can
so-
use it too.
Sonar, best
Thanks to his
dispatch
radioactive
boy.
origin, Daredevil can
Yeah,
activate
dude,
it
come on! Look, I love Dispatch so much. I just really watched someone play it last night, so give me a break, will ya?
This means he doesn't even need sound to
Okay,
find
yeah,
and take down
wait
the
it.
opponent.
Not saying it's
He's
just a
got
VTuber,
ton
that's
of
all.
ways to make up for
Okay.
his eye problem.
Yeah, I'm gonna
but
look
he's
this
also
up.
got some awesome gear to help him
Go ahead,
take out
look
the
it up
bad
all you
guys.
want.
Like his devil suit that's bulletproof, shockproof,
Of
flameproof,
course,
and a
also he's
perfect
obviously
backup
doing
plan
this,
whenever he forgets to prep for a Halloween party.
For combat, he built a versatile weapon out of his
Yes.
most innocuous possession, a walking cane.
By day, he's a feeble blind man slowly tapping across the road. But by night, he whips out the horns and snaps his cane into a high-tech billy club.
The club houses a
yes.
cable hidden
Yeah, to me, I
blade,
thought it was like a
recording
baton
device,
at
and explosive
first.
pellets.
It can even turn into a
You thought?
boomerang. Man, where do I
Yeah.
get one of these? You don't have to be blind,
He's
right?
also the most
No,
design.
but you shouldn't. You already destroy everything without a super club.
Well, I'd need to practice to throw it as well as he does. You know how Captain America tosses his shield all over the place and it always seems to come back to him? Well, Daredevil does the exact same thing. And he can throw it hard enough to bust concrete. He's super strong. He can lift a 400-pound barbell and chuck it as casually as when I toss a beer away if it's time for a new one.
He's quick enough to deflect bullets with his billy club and skilled enough to bounce one back so it killed the man who fired it in the first place.
Bet that guy wasn't
Yeah,
expecting
well,
that.
he's a-
It looks like he's firing a Glock,
Okay.
which has a muzzle
That's
speed
just-
of about
That's just a normal
1,200
Glock
feet
for
per
ya.
second.
At just 20 feet away,
No,
Daredevil
no.
had to react
Yep.
within 17 milliseconds to avoid getting hit. And while he couldn't survive a shot to the head, he's powered through a heck of a lot when compared to the average human.
He's survived
Yes.
zaps from Electro, whose power can burn through metal.
No, it doesn't.
He's fallen
Those
multiple
are-
stories
Broken
and
con-
walked away. Powered through a napalm explosion
and slow
and been
time
hit
slowly
by a
drop on his
5-foot
own
bar
car.
swung by the ox, who can tear through metal cages and lift more than 800 pounds.
His keen control over his nervous
Interesting.
system has
Nice.
also helped him resist tranquilizers and toxins. But his super senses are also his biggest weakness.
Oh,
They
yeah.
may give him way more field awareness than most anybody
Sure,
else,
but-
but if his opponent knows how his powers work, they can overload his senses with an extremely loud noise or a really bad smell. Like if you had a truckload of screaming skunks you
Oh,
could throw at him.
so that's not
Probably
gonna
work
work.
great,
Well,
but even with
Nightwing
those
has something
weaknesses,
like
Daredevil
that.
is a fearsome foe for anyone who would face him, even if he can't see them.
He even managed to balance his life of law and the crime fighting, and became a huge success on his own. Papa Boxer would be
Very
proud.
good.
I'm gonna kill you!
So,
Take your shot.
yeah, we'll see.
All right, the combatants
Okay,
are
well,
set.
I think we
Let's
know
end
what
this
you gotta
debate
do
once
next, so
and
go
for
ahead,
all.
do it.
But first, you need to treat your senses to Blue Apron.
Glad you two get it.
Yeah, we got the gist.
Very funny, very funny. Get moving.
Also,
Also, yes, it is live action again.
you've never had a live action battle.
Yeah, this is the very first one. There's only been 3 total. And possibly more in the future. Maybe it could be one this season, I don't know.
How many battles have been this season so far?
Just one each go versus Yusuke.
Okay. So, looking for.
I know you're there.
Oh,
You can leave now, or I can drag you out. It's your choice.
so Nightwing, you heard him.
Ooh, I'm shaking in my boots.
Here
Especially
he
looking
is.
at the Prince of Darkness. But that case over there is part of an investigation I've been working, so why don't you hand it over, and I'll get out of your horns.
That looks like a no.
Is that a no then?
Yeah, that's a clear no. He wants to fight. Never seen a live action that battle is done.
What is the first for everything?
So keep that in mind. There you go. The fact that Daredevil was one and he can fight like this is impressive. Really impressive.
I'm not paying for the damages.
That is not. Whoever owns that card, that's a problem. Yeah, that's terrible. Oh. Oh. Looks like he's character stuff. Ouch! He just broke his arm. That hurts. Yeah, cool. What is he? He's gonna try to put it back in place. Yep, he put it back into place.
Where are you?
What?
Better.
Yeah, just better. That's all you need to know. Nightwing, he's back. That did not work. Oh, he has an idea. He's going to turn the lights out. Yeah, he did. He turned the lights out. Okay. Wait, Nightwing knows it. Yeah, he scanned him.
Yeah, well,
Community code, huh? Focus on that. Ew. Ouch.
that hurts. Oh no, there's Jim Wan.
Oh, look!
Hey, look like, hey, Hansi.
Whatever, why? You just got cheeked
The
up.
look on your face.
Not you too, Meggy!
Me
I'm
too.
just saying, okay? Wait, what's he? Oh, the battering.
Yep, he just exposed Daredevil's weakness.
He found the weakness. The weak sides of them. Damn! Knockout!
The death itself is kind of weak,
See you in
though.
hell.
Wait, that's it? That's it?
Apparently snapped his neck from that punch.
What?
Damn.
Was that live action?
Yes,
We can do
it
that
is
now.
action.
This was
Yep.
possibly one of our closest matchups to date.
But yeah,
despite lacking a true
this could go
consistency.
either
Both
way.
Nightwing and Daredevil were extremely skilled and deadly fighters.
When it came to overpowering each other, they were pretty dead even.
So,
Sure, based on
this
their
could've
previous
gone either
feats,
way,
we can tell that
so-
Nightwing
Yeah,
seemed
it
a
could've
little
gone either
stronger
way.
and more acrobatic, and Daredevil seemed a little quicker to react.
But these differences were extremely minimal. It's actually feasible that these two could pull off almost all the exact same feats.
Keyword
Yeah, but
being almost.
Right. With
Yeah,
such similar physical
keyword
abilities,
almost.
this really came down to their arsenal. Nightwing's gadgets and Daredevil's superpowers. At first glance,
Yeah.
these could simply counter each other, making this match completely even again.
It
For example,
could.
both could take advantage of the dark with night vision or super senses.
Yes.
But only one set was perfectly suited to actively disrupt the other.
And that was
Remember
Nightwing's
Nightwing's
own
scanning
set.
mask?
That's
There's
right.
no way he couldn't notice those electro waves Daredevil's radar sense was sending everywhere. Even Mr. Magoo could have figured out
So
something
he
was
found
weird here.
out.
Let alone the guy trained by
Magoo?
freaking Batman. You know, the greatest detective in the world.
Through a little hand-to-hand action, Nightwing was certainly clever enough to recognize Daredevil's reliance to sound over sight, and had the perfect counterweapon, the ultrasonic wingding.
That's right.
Look, I'm sure there were several possible scenarios
Yeah.
where Daredevil could have pulled off the wing.
Yes.
But more times than not,
There are
Nightwing
instances
takes
where
this
Nightwing
thanks to his
wins,
athletic
but-
skill,
well, Daredevil
detective
wins.
training, and
I
high-tech
can see a
gadgets.
few
All he had to
examples.
do was dare to wing it.
The winner is Nightwing.
Nice.
Anywho, here's the one half step out and the big secret.
Okay. Oh. Huh. New rules.
Okay.
Okay, who is it?
Let's go.
Oh, it's Mario and Sonic.
Yep, their rematch is Deathbound number 100, and
Huh?
Thing
Wait,
came off the
wait,
camera when
that's
setting it up.
Broomstick?
Telling me
And
every
that's
single time you
Wiz?
set up the camera, you've never taken the cap off?
that's right, that's right. You finally get to see Wiz and Boomstick for once. Well, some people have already gotten to see him, but now we're going to, from next step onward, you'll always see Wiz and Boomstick at least once.
Damn, I didn't even know that's what they look like.
That's right, that's the special surprise.
Well, that was interesting. Yeah, I'm kind of amazed means they made a live action now.
Yeah, live action is pretty impressive.
But yeah, I guess. Who knows about this?
Well, Junior's one of them.
Oh, wait, he knew about this?
Yeah, because Bowser second came out long ago.
Okay. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this episode. Next episode, you guys join.
Yep, and now we're hitting Death Battle at number 100, so we finally hit that monster.
Yep. Alright, that's a wrap. I'm gonna have to talk to. We're gonna need to talk to Junior. Yeah, he's got a bit of an explanation.
He's got an explanation. I told him about it.
Alright. Okay, well, we'll see you now. Bye. See ya. Bye.
Bye, guys and girls. See you guys next time. Bye.